What is up, everyone? This is Kyle from the TF Review, and today we're going to be taking a look at the final jet in Superion, in the first combiner of the Combiner Wars line. This is, of course, Air Raid, and he forms the left arm, yes, of Superion. Now, taking a quick look at the packaging, we can see it is actually a little bit different in that it now includes a comic book when a lot of the other aerial bots did not. And on the back, it now also has a description when a lot of the aerial bots in the first wave didn't have those. And it is, of course, the basic Combiner Wars back. That basically does it for the packaging. Let's go ahead, let's open it up, and let's take a look at this figure. So taking a closer look at Air Raid out of the packaging, we basically know what to expect. His wings can fold up. It is a very good representation of the G1 character. And for some reason it feels like they did a little bit better on the paint taps than they did on a lot of the other aerial bots. You can see he's got a lot of detail on the bottom. His wings are nicely painted. For some reason, these are kind of bendy, but the ones that fold down, they're stiff. Not sure why that needed to be done. And it is, again, just a very nice, simple jet mode. And a nice little variant from all of the other jet modes. Now, it does come with this weapon, which is molded in white plastic. And you can go ahead and peg it up there. Or if you want, you can, peg it underneath one of his wings. And since his wings do fold out, looks like he's gonna, go on a drive-by or something. And he also does come with a foot. It is another rocket foot. Or hand, if you want him to be a hand. So that's basically it for his vehicle mode. To get him into his foot mode, all we basically need to do is fold this forward. Take the nose cone. Fold his combiner port out. I hope you guys are able to see this. Rotate his head. Move his legs out of the way. And of course, you can take his foot and just plug it on like that. And that's, I have to admit, it's not a bad looking foot mode because it's got just a ton of wings, first of all. I mean, the thing is just spiky and pointy and looks very wingy and mean, so I don't mind this at all as a foot mode. Of course, it is an arm mode, so that will come eventually a little bit later. But now let's take a quick look at getting him into his robot mode. Again, it's very simple. All you need to do is remove the foot piece, fold his knees out, like so, and then you need to line them up. Sorry, there's a bug that keeps attacking me. You need to line up each leg, line up this leg, make sure this peg right here, I don't know if you can see that, gets into this hole, just like that. Magic. Now you can see we are basically almost there. Lastly, fold his head up, and fold his nose cone back, and now we have our jet robot mode. And it's a lot. Oh, and then you want to fold his elbows up. Or not his elbows, his shoulders up. And now we have his robot mode. Now with his wings, you can do a lot of different things. You can fold them down like that. Or if you want, you can take them and fold them up. I kind of like the way this looks. Or you can take them and fold them back. You have a lot of options, which is really nice. It's a nice change. And you can see he is, again, very nicely detailed. This whole upper piece is painted. It's not molded in red plastic. At least it doesn't look like it. For articulation, his arms can move in and out. For rotate around, they're on a ball joint. They can move up and down. His elbows can bend. They're kind of on like a half ratcheted joint. I can feel the ratchets, but it doesn't really want to, like, ratchet. It's so loose that you don't even really need them. His hips are just a basic ball joint. He can bend at the knee a little less than 90 degrees. He's got upper upper thigh swivel, which is really tight. Oh yeah, he also has an upper bicep swivel, which I missed. And some waist articulation. Unfortunately, much like the other ones, he doesn't have any real foot articulation. Again, if you want, you can take his weapon, peg it into his hand, and there you go. And I hope you could see any of that. I apologize if you couldn't. Lastly is his arm mode. You just want to peg his legs together, fold this out, make sure his legs are pegged together, then you want to take his arm and you want to fold it around and back like that. You'll notice this little peg right there that actually pegs right up there. Nicely. And that holds nice and firm. Then you want to take his handpiece, fold it out, and put it on the bottom like that. And there you have him. Oh yeah, and rotate. And there you have him in his arm mode. And it's a nice looking arm mode. I do kind of dig it. Again, you have a lot of options what you can do with the wings. You can fold these out and make it look like some sort of arm guard. You can do whatever you want, really. And that's kind of what I like about this figure. It's got a lot of variation. So I think this is probably my favorite aerial bot to date of the, well, at least of the Superion bunch. Just because there's a lot you can do with it. You can fold these down, you can just do so much, and it looks really good when you do it. And that basically does it. What's after this is, of course, looking at Superion himself, and that right there is going to be a very fun video, I can already assure you. And apart from that, I also have a lot of really good other combiner stuff to look at. I've got Warbatron. I finally have Fierce Attack on the way. I've got Goldbug on the way, and of course I have Grindrod and Trace to look at. And of course I have a full Menasor set, and we haven't even touched that yet. So after this, we've got so much combiner goodness, it's not even funny. Anyway, that does it for this quick look. Again, I really like Air Raid. He is my favorite figure so far of the bunch, until we get into Menasor. So, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.